Hi, I am Todd Fletcher 99, and this is Todd's and Talk, Episode 1. Please enjoy. Today we are starting with NBA All-Stars break. In the skills competition, there's Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Luka Doncic, Mike Conley, Kyle Kuzma, De'Aaron Fox, Nikola Jokic, and Nikola Vucevic. In the three-point contest, there's Chris Middleton, Kemba Walker, Dirk Nowitzki, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, Danny Green, Seth Curry, Joe Harris, and Buddy Hield. In the dunk contest, we have Dennis Smith Jr., who was recently traded from the Mavericks to the Knicks. There's also Miles Bridges, John Collins, and Hamidou Diallo. The All-Star teams, Team Giannis has Giannis Antetokounmpo, Stephen Curry, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Kemba Walker, Chris Middleton, Nikola Jokic, Russell Westbrook, Blake Griffin, D'Angelo Russell, Nikola Vucevic, Kyle Lowry, and Dirk Nowitzki. Over on LeBron's team, we have LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, LaMarcus Aldridge, Karl Anthony Towns, Bradley Beal, and Dwayne Wade. Around the league, there's rumors that Isaiah Thomas should be returning as soon as Wednesday. There was no tampering between Lakers and Ben Simmons. Chris Bosh plans to retire in March, and Russell Westbrook passes Wilt Chamberlain's triple-double record, most consecutive, and when Michael Jordan was asked what is more impressive, Westbrook's triple-double streak or James Harden's 30-point streak, MJ responded with, which is harder, 6 championships by all means. Over and under points has LeBron at 28.5, Ben Simmons at 16.5, Anthony Davis at 24.5, and Kevin Durant at 26.5. NFL news: Antonio Brown asked for trade from the Steelers. Cardinals sticking with Rosen. Texans cut Demaryius Thomas. Antonio Brown guilty in reckless driving case, and the Browns signed Kareem Hunt, saying that he deserves a second chance. Also, Antonio Brown dropped a video as a thank you to Steelers Nation. Time to move on and move forward. Nothing out. The Patriots won the Super Bowl against the Rams. Congratulations to the Patriots. And good luck to all teams next year. Kyle Murray also declared for the NFL draft, and also the Athletics, who he was originally drafted by and signed with, are still not giving up on pursuing him. Kingsbury, Cards rolling with Rosen at QB. The best landing spots for Kyle Murray in the NFL. He won the Heisman Trophy in college with the Sooners. The top 9 are Arizona Cardinals, Cincinnati Bengals, Denver Broncos, Jacksonville Jaguars, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots. This one I highly disagree with. I do think it's time for the Patriots to draft a new quarterback, as Tom Brady is getting older and older, and you want to give Tom and this rookie quarterback as much time as you can get for Tom to help develop him. But I don't think they should go after Kyle Murray, because Kyle Murray is only going to sit for like another 3 to 5 years in Tom's shadow, and that's not fair to Kyle Murray. So I disagree as the Patriots a good landing spot. They should get a lesser-known QB who still has good potential. The New York Giants, I fully agree with this one. I think the Giants are the best landing spot for Kyle Murray, as Eli Manning is old and he's not doing so good, but can still be a good mentor, and he'll have offensive weapons with Odell Beckham Jr. and Saquon Barkley. So I highly agree with this one. The Oakland Raiders and the Redskins. In MLB news, Harper wants a long-term deal and will not even think about signing a short-term deal. Persona joins Gino with the Marlins. DeGrom sets extension deadline to opening day. He will not negotiate a contract extension after opening day. So if I were the Mets, I would try and get DeGrom to sign an extension as soon as they can. The Bryce Harper free agency odds are Giants plus 100, Padres plus 250, Phillies plus 400, Dodgers plus 750, and Nationals plus 1,000. Here are the biggest of the controversial off-season market. Nelson Cruz. According to John Heyman of Frankfurt, Nelson Cruz played last season with the multiple-year free agent deal in mind this winter. I don't agree with this, but Michael Brantley and Nick Martins, regarding the previous point about how hitting is probably more difficult now than ever, consider that there were more strikeouts than hits for the first time in MLB history last year. Yasmani Grandal and Wilson Ramos. Speaking of modern offense challenges, it's hard to find good hitting catchers these days. Collectively, the 678 OPS that catchers put up in 2018 was their worst since 1992. Dallas Keuchel, Craig Kimbrel. Craig Kimbrel should oddly be in a stronger position than Keuchel, yet his actual position appears to be decidedly weaker. Bryce Harper and Manny Machado. Because they were heading into the free agent market with youth and superstar track records as their top selling points, it was oh so easy to dream big about Bryce Harper and Manny Machado. For example, went so far as to predict that the two 26-year-olds who have 10 All-Star appearances and 359 career home runs between them would net a total of $810 million in guaranteed money, even in going more controversial. FanGraphs projected $586 million. But now, well, probably, the San Francisco Giants appear to be Harper's top suitor at the moment. However, Bob Nightingale of US Today reported that the Giants aren't motivated to match the 10-year, $300 million offer from the Nationals that Harper reportedly rejected last September, according to Chelsea Janes of the Washington Post. Reports on Machado sweepstakes, meanwhile, have been all over the place, but is known that the Chicago White Sox have made him an offer, which Nightlet's report was worth about $200 million. In all likelihood, neither Harper nor Machado will reset the bar for baseball contracts above Giancarlo Stanton's record holding $325 million deal. It's possible neither will even touch the $300 million mark. As much as anything, that would telltale sign that free agent valuations are trending in a direction that's not so great for the players of the MLB. And then here we have NBA stars reminiscing about And One mixtapes. Then the NBA standings are seen with Milwaukee Bucks 42-14 in first place. Toronto Raptors 1 game back at 42-16. Pacers 38-19. 76ers 36-20. Boston Celtics 35-21. Brooklyn Nets 29-29. Charlotte Hornets 27-29. And the 8-seeded Detroit Pistons 26-29. The rest of the conference goes Heat 25-30, Magic 25-32, Wizards 24-33, Atlanta Hawks 18-38, Chicago Bulls 13-44, and Cavs 12-45. Then the Knicks at 10-46, who have lost 17 games straight. Then over in the West, Golden State seen in first place at 40-15, but the Nuggets only 2.5 games back at 38-18. Then Oklahoma City Thunder at 37-19. Trailblazers at 33-23. Houston Rockets also at 33-23. Utah Jazz at 32-28. San Antonio Spurs 32-26. And to round off the playoffs, the Sacramento Kings at 30-26. The rest of the Western Conference goes Clippers 31-27, Los Angeles Lakers 28-28, Dallas Mavericks 26-30, Minnesota Timberwolves 26-30, New Orleans Pelicans 25-32, Memphis Grizzlies 23-34, and Phoenix Suns 11-47. So currently the best team in the NBA, as going by records, is the Milwaukee Bucks, and the worst team by record would be the New York Knicks. However, I personally feel like the Warriors are a better team than the Bucks, and the Phoenix Suns are a worse team than the Knicks. Their records just don't show it, and you have to dive deeper into more statistics. And now it's time for the baseball time of Cards and Talk. And today, I will be talking about one of my newest cards I've gotten. When this episode goes out, I will upload a picture of it to my story on Instagram at card_collector_99. It is an Edgar Martinez bat relic out of 775, as he's going to the Hall of Fame. And he's PC. So that is my card of the week. But then also I was gifted a 2001 limited edition set. So that is also worth noting. Thank you for listening to Cards and Talk episode 1. I plan to have an episode out every other Wednesday. Bye.